So my name is Matt Wells. No, I don't like that. Let's start again. Hi guys, my name is Matt Wells. I'm the co-founder and chief executive of Frontgrid and the co-inventor of PowerDrop VR. I served in the British Army for 9 years, and then after that time decided to leave the army and go travelling around the world. I really wanted to pursue my interests and career in the outdoor adventurous industries. So I wanted to become like a mountain instructor, mountain guide, which I pursued and became qualified as a mountaineering instructor and started an expedition company when I was in my sort of late 20s. That expedition company used to take young people on adventurous journeys really around the world to 60 different countries. It was during that time that I could relate to the experiences that I'd been through as a young person where I'd felt that development effect of being in the outdoors and being involved in adventures. And I could see that happening with the young people we were taking away. And that kind of connection between what I experienced in my early career as a paratrooper and the excitement and enjoyment of flying under canopy with the adventurous journey element through Outlook expeditions gave me this sort of belief that wouldn't it be great if you could provide those sorts of experiences in an entertainment setting. And I started looking at the emergence of virtual reality and started considering how you could connect the virtual reality element of what you see through a set of goggles into the motion element of parachuting and paragliding, and bringing those two together to create a really cool flying experience, which is ParadropVR VR. When we considered what we were going to build, we really had to start thinking about how we would combine the motion and the VR environment together in order to create an under canopy experience that felt like the real thing. So ParadropVR VR is a motion-based platform which allows people to feel the sensation of flying under canopy. The vertical motion on the vertical axis provides the lift and the fall, and the steering is then delivered through your own self-control using different toggles like you would use on a real canopy, where when you're steering yourself around the sky, when you're flying around that virtual environment, not only do you feel like you're on the canopy, but you get the ability to fly closer to things that you would. So you can fly really close to the mountains. You can perform deeper dives, and you can get a real sensation of speed when you get low. And for us, that was like a real moment. It was like the magic moment where we realised that we'd built something that we felt not only provided a great experience that was close to the real thing, but it had real potential to be accelerated beyond just standard environments into possibly a gamified experience, which became the next element of the evolution. Flying around the mountains is quite exciting, and people that fly it for the first few times find that really exhilarating, and they get a real buzz from flying on the product. Once you've done it a few times, you then start to notice the gamification elements within the environment that we've built. So we added rings in the sky and different features where you could score points by hitting those rings, and those points would then be transferred into a mobile app, which would allow you to manage your score after the game and then compare your score through the app locally at the site, nationally in the country, and then globally. So effectively, we've got a leaderboard that's connected to the under canopy flying experience. And that enables the individual to want to come back again and again and again to try and better their score. We launched ParadropVR VR in 2017, and since then have installed the product in 9 countries worldwide. People ask me regularly what ParadropVR is like. Does it feel real? Is it like the real sensation? And the answer to that is, from my perspective, is yes, it absolutely does. But to validate that, we brought the Red Devils to one of our locations in the UK. The Red Devils are the British Army's parachute display team. When they came off the product, they were amazed at how close the experience is to real life. I mean, ParadropVR has been in the market now for a number of years, and we've had some great success, but during the pandemic, it was obviously a time to reflect. And we decided quite early on in 2020 to focus our energy on the future of ParadropVR as a product and as a brand. There's the hardware itself, which delivers the motion. There's the virtual reality environment, which delivers not only the fantastic experience and the environment that you fly through, but also the gamification. And then there's the community element, and the community element for me is something that's really quite exciting. That gives people that fly the product the ability to choose a character, be that character in flight and fly with other people. So the idea that you're in that environment on your own is gone. You're now in that environment with other people. You look to your left and you can see your friends. You can talk to them. You can say, "Follow me." It becomes a real social experience. There's been a lot of criticism over the years of entertainment products not allowing people to go where they want to go and do what they want to do. But at the same time, in my opinion, it's been a time where people have said it's not social enough. So by bringing the multiplayer, multi-flyer experience to ParadropVR, we're really excited about what that can bring. I think when you put two people together to either fly for a social experience and cruise, or two people together that are totally focused on racing and scoring points, it becomes a genuinely magical experience. As an operator, you'll all be really aware that getting people to repeat play on your products and your locations is top of the list. And with the way that we've developed ParadropVR and the game itself, and the link to the characters and the ability to score points, we believe that you will have the added advantage of getting people to come back and play to not only better their score, but to fly in different environments. The other layer that we've developed is this ability for operators to run events through the web platform. So you can literally host a flying event at your location, invite your community back to that location to fly, and on that single day you could have a competition where you could have a top flyer. So when we looked at the hardware, it was pretty evident that we needed to consider making it smaller. So we've looked at lowering the height. Another factor that we felt from a commercial perspective was to try and make the ride operatorless. We've delivered on both of those. You know, when I sort of think back, I've always started with the user in mind at the beginning. So what does the user experience and how does that experience feel? If that works for them, that's great, but how does it work from an operator's perspective? Because you need to make sure that you've got enough throughput, that the process is simple to make it a commercially viable product in the market. Now we've had, I think, over 3 years, nearly 4 years of operating ParadropVR in the market. We know our throughput, we know our process, we know it works. And what we've done is applied that to the ParadropVR pod, but in a slightly different way. The product can be operated with an operator, or you can have it attendant-less, which effectively means that users can come up to the ride. They can tap into the touch panel, the ride they want to take part in. They can jump on the ride, have their experience, and turn around and see their score as they exit the experience. So that allows you as operators to put that ride somewhere which doesn't require a member of staff to stand by all day. So everything that we've been working on for the last couple of years and more recently, in our opinion, is really pushing the edges of adventure and reality.